Welcome everyone. Welcome to Pure Foods Fridays. Hi there, I'm MahailaMcKellar. Put our recipe up here. Hi. So, how many people watched? Thank you, Harlow, for inviting followers. How many of you watched last week? Hello, Bobby and DeRay of Light. So last week we did the, I'm now calling them Odie breakfast bars because I found that, hello Martha. I found that when I really thought about what was in the recipe, those ingredients are pretty much what, I mean, almost exactly when I have rolled oats for breakfast as a cereal, that's what I have. Oh, you missed last week, Harlow. Well, you know, I joined Catch, so if you want, you can find it on Catch. Cool. All right, so in fact, I don't see El Viejo on here. Perhaps that person will join us. I don't know if I guess El Viejo, I don't know if that's a man or a woman. I can't tell from the handle or the picture. I think the picture is just a ring or something. But anyway, that person made the Odie bars and sent me a beautiful picture. And he did it, he put he put pecans on top of his, like whole pecans, instead of mixing them in. Yes, that's the address. Yeah, my name, fortunately, my name. I guess there's not another person out there who wants to use MahailaMcKellar, so I don't have to put numbers around my name or anything. Oh, hi, Joyce. That's a family member, Joyce. Hi. I don't know. I think it was the last scope I mentioned I had family in Oklahoma. There it is. There's the family. So we're going to do. What is Catch? It's a Catch is a website that catches periscopes, and they're there forever unless the person who did the scope deletes them. So after Periscope lets them go, you know, in 24 hours, then you can go to Catch if you want to. Thank you so much, Cheryl, for inviting followers. Yes, please invite followers. All right, and for all the hearts, you know, I'm up to almost 100,000 hearts. I mean, I know, you know, compared to people like Danica, that's not very much because she's thinking in terms, or not thinking, but, you know, she has like millions. I'm very grateful for all those hearts. So, let me see. Oh, Ladora, thank you for sharing. Thank you very much. I don't know if Danica is going to join us today or not. I texted her to let her know I was doing this, but, you know, sometimes she can and sometimes she can't. Oh, and, yeah, I don't know if you guys saw, thank you, Finding Mimi and Bobby Shantasu. The significance of the hearts, it just means that people like what you're doing, and that makes me feel good. I don't know that if there's any other significance, but I really enjoy seeing them. You know, they're kind of like, I like things that are fairy-like, and somehow when those colored hearts come up, that's how I feel about them. Thank you, Bobby. Yes, the hearts are pretty. And thank you, is that Toily? Oh, sorry. Good vibes, yes, hearts are good vibes, very good vibes. Ollie Hall, right? Or yes, yes, showing support, yes, yeah. All right, so should we get to the tea? Let me see if you can see my. I wish Periscope allowed us to see what's in the camera frame before we started. So what we're doing is ginger tea. I was going to pull the recipe down, but it's very, very, it's a very simple recipe. There are certain parts that if you want the most from it as far as nourishing your body and helping your body, to do it in a certain order, in a certain way. So I have here my ginger root, fresh ginger root, organic of course, and I start by peeling it. Let me get this cup out of the way. So I'm just gonna just a rough peel, just getting the majority of the peeling off. And you actually don't have to peel it. As long as you wash it, you don't have to peel it. I just personally happen to prefer not having the peeling in my tea. It seems like I'm drinking little bits of paper or something. So that's enough of that. And then, now I use a grater like this. I also have like this little food processor if I want to do more, or you can just slice the ginger. I'll show you that in a moment. So taking this, all right, let's see. Someone said I should get a better setup. Well, anyway, we'll do our best, right? We'll do our best. So I'm grating here, and I want to grate about 1 tablespoon. That's how much I like. If you're not used to ginger, it can be a little spicy. You might want to do a little less. Or if you really love ginger, then you could do more. So I've got it grated, and I'm just going to, you see, take it here. Then I put it in my cup. Now this cup, I don't know if you guys can see, these are, I had this made, these are pictures from our powdered ginger. If that's all you have, great. Yes, I do refrigerate the rest of that ginger. So this was, let's see, this was me under a table at Crystal's house with Draco and Cricket. And then this was also, we were playing with our toys, their toys. So anyway, this is the mug I'm using. And I'm just going to put the ginger in here. And then add boiling water. And cover it to steep it. Now ideally you would let it steep for at least 20 minutes, and that really gets all the stuff out of the ginger that's going to do all the wonderful things like helping with your digestion, reducing inflammation in the body. Let's see what else here. It helps for blood circulation, and actually a very dear friend of mine, Reverend Bill McDonald, I think he's on here and he's on Facebook and stuff. Anyway, he sent me an email recently with an article. It was Georgia State University did a study and found that there's an element in ginger that kills cancer cells. And that in the article it said it was 10,000 times more effective than chemotherapy. I can't vouch for that, but I thought that was pretty cool. I'll get to the reheating later. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, turmeric is wonderful too. Yeah, turmeric is also very good. We're going to stick with the ginger for now. And this is, by the way, this is something I have every morning. So it's part of my morning routine. I don't know if you guys watch Tuesday with the tongue cleaning and the oil pulling. After that, and I brush my teeth, then the first thing I ingest is this tea. So, yeah, so we're going to pretend that this has been sitting for 20 minutes. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little cool water. Because if it was sitting for the 20 minutes, the water would cool down enough so it wouldn't be like boiling hot. It would cool down enough so that when you put the honey in, it wouldn't destroy the good stuff that's in the honey. And this is unrefined, raw, organic. And the way you can tell that it's got the good stuff in is, you see this honey? It doesn't go anywhere, you know? The honey that you can just pour around, that's been heated up to the point where it's killed off all the great enzymes and stuff that's in the honey. And honey is antibacterial, it's antifungal, and it's an antioxidant. So this is honey, unrefined, raw, 100% certified organic. There are different brands. I really think I'm not supposed to, or it's probably better etiquette. Warm water for her lemon water for the same reason. You don't want to destroy the good stuff in the lemon, but we're going to get to that because we're putting lemon in this too. So we put I use about this much, but here too, it's up to personal taste. Now, if you're diabetic, then you wouldn't put the honey in. If you have children, you want to sip this a little bit because, you know, more diluted, so it's gentler on their stomach. That can be good for the digestion if they're having stomach issues. At least that's you know, I think it was Danica's pediatrician who recommended that for Draco at one point. Diluted ginger tea, and oh no, it wasn't ginger tea. I'm sorry. Scratch that. It was mint or chamomile. The honey is white because it has not been cooked. It has not been cooked. So anyway, if you do want to give this to your children for any reason, do not put honey in it if they're under a year old, because that's really dangerous for children under a year old. Their immune systems aren't strong enough for some of the stuff that's in the honey, and it can be really, really dangerous for them. Bobby, I don't know that I should say brands. I mean, I'll have to ask, you know, I'm going to ask Danica about that because she knows about these things. I don't. So the honey goes in, and here too, if the flavor of this tea is, you know, the ginger part is too strong, add more honey until, and over time, you'll get used to these different flavors, and you can adjust it. And it can also, I mean, for me, sometimes it's my mood. Sometimes I don't want it to be as sweet as I do other times. But this is generally, I just put a spoonful in. Yes, my mother had so many lemon trees in her yard. She gave lemons away, and with some urging on my part over the years, her yard became completely organic. She stopped spraying for bugs and things. So she didn't do a lot anyway, but she stopped it all together, and she had many, many lemon trees. All right, so we've got the ginger and the honey in, and then is the lemon. And I have here a half a lemon left over from the last time I did this, because we want to do a juice from half a lemon. And now you can just squeeze it in by hand, especially if you have really strong hands, you'll get a lot of juice out of it. I prefer using one of these guys. So, juice. Yeah, get that. There we are. And there you have it. Really good tea. Yes, the citrus juicers are easy to use, easy to clean, and you really get the juice out. Now, I know Danica taught you guys about, or told you about, how she uses this on her elbows afterwards. That was a great reminder for me, because I hadn't thought about doing that for years. And so I was like, oh yeah, the elbows. And yes, it does keep the seeds out. That is another, if you don't like seeds in your tea. Yes, I will recap. I will. Anyway, I was reading up, because you know, there's all these skin creams and whatnot that have vitamin C in them. And I thought, well, hey. So in addition to my elbows, I put this over my face, under my eyes, on my arms and hands. Anyway, why not? And you just let it stay on. You just let the lemon juice, because of course then I Googled this. You let the lemon juice stay on, just dry on your skin for like 5 to 10 minutes, and it's supposed to help even out skin tone and also, so which makes sense since it helps to the coloring if you have, you know, darker skin on your elbows. All right, so let me take this out of here so I can show you. How am I going to do this? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I need to double. All right, so now you can do a screenshot. Try to hold this still. All right, so that's it. that's the tea, hot ginger tea. Oh, you know what? There was something else I was going to tell you, because I do drink this every morning, but I don't always want to have to do the whole thing every morning. So what I do is, let me turn this around again. Let's see, where is it? There it is. All right. You see this glass jar, quart jar. I'll take a jar like that, and I'll do, yeah, it's a mason jar, but any kind of jar. I've even used, I have some of these guys, you know, as long as it's glass. I stay away from plastic as much as possible, and aluminum, and even stainless steel, if it's, especially if it's something that's going to be hot. So anyway, so I'll do like 4 times this recipe, because this was just for 1 cup, right? So I'll do 4 times this recipe, and then I'll go as far as just the honey. So I do the ginger, I let it steep. As the water cools down, I add the honey, and then I'll pour 1/4 of that into a cup, put my lemon juice in, and that's my tea for that morning. The rest of it I save in the refrigerator, and then each morning all I have to do is add the lemon. And and because it gets stronger as it's sitting, and you know, the ginger gets stronger and stronger. So glass has glass. You want to drink it warm. You want to drink it warm. It's more soothing that way. And first thing in the morning, it just kind of wakes everything up, wakes up your digestive system. Okay, so any questions? Because I think we're done for today. It's whole leaf. Okay, citrus chamomile tea. That sounds very nice. I do like, I prefer doing fresh teas when I can, to give away when you reach. Jen, I don't know what I would have to give away. I would love to, actually. I was just talking with Danica about it yesterday, but I don't have any books or anything else like she does. So, okay. Well, it was great being with all of you this morning, and I hope to see at least some of you have a ginger day. Thank you, Joyce. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Bye. Assigned lemon peel.